It's here, everybody. Welcome to hashtag Back and Forth with Jaime and Gerald. And asking the questions today is Long Man Tarot Ritchie.
Ta-da.
There he is. Yay.
I'm so excited for this. I've been looking forward to this for days.
He's my tarot channel crush.
Aww. Should I leave? Should I leave and let you two have the conversation? I'm invisible. You can't see me.
If only that were true.
Right.
If only that were true. Wow. So the notice is posted, and for people who are just coming in, thank you very much. I am also very excited to share something special, and you people watching are the first to know about this. There's going to be a deck casual next Tuesday at this time, and it's for the Summer Lenormand. Are you familiar with the Summer Lenormand, Ritchie?
I've heard of it once or twice.
You've heard of it once or twice? Yes.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Jaime, Ritchie, and I are going to be talking about the Summer Lenormand.
So exciting! I'm so looking forward to it.
I'm completely looking forward to that. So
very much so.
Fabulous.
So yeah. So let's go through and say hi to people, because Ritchie has got, how many questions do you have?
Oodles.
This isn't a competition.
Oodles.
Oodles. Oodles. Everybody say that with me. Oodles. Oodles.
Oodles.
You in chat, go ahead. I'm waiting. Oodles. So, all right.
Very nice
Lisa
comment.
Rhodes is here.
Very
Lisa,
nice.
I'll get there. Yep.
I know.
Lisa Rhodes is here. Hello. Jonathan
Hi.
Daly. Hello.
Aloha.
Look at Beth Esposi Rising.
Mm.
So, oh, look, Silky's here.
Hi,
Good to
Sal.
see you, Silky.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, my chat just jumped. And Kathy, Tortoiseshell Moon, I've been looking forward to this. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, now it's Mama instead of Mama Bear. So good to see you. Debbie, Aquarius Owl. P is Life. Hello. Pamela Batchelor. Pamela,
Hello.
you know, I mean, we could figure out a time maybe in April if you wanted to do that. You wanted to ask us the questions. No pressure. No pressure. So, Medium Betsy Palmer is here. Hello, Betsy.
Hi.
Oh, this is the compliment. Gerald, I just have to say you made me feel truly seen and heard yesterday. You're welcome.
That's
Thank
nice.
you. And you know, Pia was the first one to do oodles.
Oodles.
So, and Jonathan said it out loud.
Yeah, right.
So did Beth. Oodles, oodles. That would make a cute name for a cat.
Oh,
Oodles.
Oodles.
That could be good. What kind of cat though? Oodles.
Oodles. Grey. I see a grey sort of.
I could see a gray tabby. Oodles.
Yeah. Oodles. Bit of attitude, I think.
Nothing like the owner if one of us were to be the human. Lynn Hayes is here. Hi, Lynn.
Hi, Lynn.
Hello.
Good to see you.
See, Beth?
Beth said gray. Yep. I just like it. It reminds me of that line toward the end of Auntie Mame in the movie where Patrick is meeting the Auntie Mame's secretary, and she said something ooh, and he's like, "Good, be careful who you say that to," and the rest is history. So
I haven't seen that film for such a long time.
it's one of my feel goods. So we've got gray and a hairless sphinx.
You know what?
Okay.
That used to be like the #1 cat that I wanted. And we have a client that we've worked on a lot of their cats, and I will never, ever, 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 ever own one. Ever.
Oh.
Ever.
Are you sure?
You
Ever.
sure? Yeah.
Well, okay. Wow.
Is that a conversation for the after party?
It is.
I think so. And so was that your thing that I am not allowed to turn on? I heard a cling, so
You did.
okay. Pourquoi, Jamie?
Pourquoi?
If you don't have the right breeder, you don't have the right health. That's all I'll say.
There you go.
Boom. Well said.
Mhm.
So everybody, please like and subscribe to all of my amazing guests' channels. They are linked below. And maybe we'll do something more together, because I think we're, it's like I'm still gathering all of the potential cards from the Silly Chasuble.
Yeah.
Yes, Jamie.
So I did a test, and no one has caught it in the chat, and neither of you gentlemen caught it either.
Oh, geez.
Look at my name. Under my name.
Wondering?
I'm not wandering today. I'm wondering.
You're wandering.
Well, you passed it around. You flipped it. You flipped the mountain. You're wandering.
No, you're wandering, not wandering.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
How would that go? Wandering mountain bardic path.
Wandering. This is snort. We got one.
One.
Got one. Yes, I'm keeping count. Calla Lizzie is here. Hello.
Hi.
So, and and Beth, this is one you cannot get by. Saw it, figured out you changed your channel name.
No. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No, I was being a shit. Because I'm wondering what the questions will be, not wandering through the questions.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
We've been read. And speaking of that, shall we begin, Richie?
Shall we begin? Right. So I thought I'd go for some serious questions to kick off with, and then we can get a little bit lighter as we go.
I read.
With them. So are we ready, folks? Here we go. Question 1. What do you class as being your greatest triumph?
That's a serious question.
Greatest triumph? I could go in several directions on that one. Both Jamie and I are sitting in the same manner.
Position. Yeah, I can answer. I can. It'll be a very serious answer, though.
Okay.
My greatest triumph is surviving the last 5 years of one significant death after another, because I thought that my best friend, first cousin's death was going to take me down. And then there were subsequent deaths after that, my dad and everything else. Yeah. So, that would be my greatest triumph, honestly.
Absolutely. Yeah. Resilience there.
Yeah.
And I will add, that is an ongoing triumph for you.
Survival every day. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's and by the way, it's beautiful to watch.
Well, so you get to see it all the time. Lucky man.
Yes. Well, and I am genuinely mean that. It is beautiful to watch. It's beautiful to watch. So we're getting lots of love.
Oh, that's so nice.
So, and Lisa Rhodes said, keeping my son alive for 39 years and praying for many more.
Yep. I hear that.
Yep.
That does, yeah.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Kathy said, I don't think it's achieved yet. It's still in progress.
Surely that's
my great
triumph, though, if you're working on it.
That is a triumph if you're working. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. This may be unexpected, but my second long-term relationship ended quite suddenly. I was not expecting it. And I think my greatest triumph is using that and being in the moment and owning all of the stuff that was being shared. Saying yes a lot. Yes, that I can see that. And using that to, I mean, I have a great relationship. I mean, Jeffrey is like amazing. And I think it's amazing because I leaned into the uncomfortable stuff with the other breakup. And I learned boundaries. I learned how to articulate how I was feeling, and I learned how to listen. So
great answer.
Thank you. Zane is here, Tarot Token Witchery. So what about you, Richie? We'll ask you.
I've just realized it's quite a heavy question to start on this one, isn't it? But you know, the answers are really truthful are coming out. So it's I think for me, my greatest triumph is over the last few years battling a form of depression and feeling that I've actually won. And actually being able to wake up every day and not have to deal with that hideousness of it all. And even if it's not completely gone, I now have the tools to deal with it.
Correct.
Oh,
I don't think it ever leaves, right? It's just how you work on it. What foot forward goes, right?
Yeah. Well, and I have to say, go ahead, Richie.
But I was saying, but pulling myself out of that dark place was the biggest, and admitting to it as well.
Yeah.
And you and I met because of the hashtag working towards well-being.
Absolutely, yeah.
So,
well, I've said before, you know, a lot of people say, you know, because I post a lot of just keep going, one foot in front of the other. You know, you can. I post a lot of positive but thinking things, and that gives people the impression that you yourself have no issues and that you're perfect and that you're this and you're that. And it's like, well, if you read into that shit, that's your fucking problem, not mine.
That's exactly
right. Yeah.
Come for me. Go for it. Let's play.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. This is the back and forth with Jaime and Gerald, including with beeps and potty mouth. And I know you're here for it. I know you're here for it. And Lisa Rhodes says, yes, same here. We constantly working on it.
Yeah.
And I think that's an important thing. And in fact, Jaime, Medium Betsy Palmer, and I are going to be talking about doing the work later next month. And so stay tuned for that. And it's honoring where you are, recognizing it, seeing it in the light, and moving to it. Moving towards it and through it.
Yeah.
Potty mouths unite.
Woot woot.
Okay, sip sip. What are you drinking, Richie?
I've got a really nasty cup of tea that's really cold.
Oh,
I have a lovely cup of coffee, but it's cold too. So cheers.
Cheers.
I have a cup of coffee that's cold on purpose.
Yeah, you fucking
yeah, you like your iced coffee.
I do like my iced coffee. All right.
Are you ready for number 2?
Let's go for it.
Okay. What would you say is your worst trait that you are aware of?
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Okay.
I want to answer this for Pia. I do not use tiny hands when Jaime is around. Jaime is tiny hands at first. The only tiny hand that I am allowed to use around Jaime is this one. And so I don't use it. So sometimes you'll see a little tiny hand alert, but I am respectful of when I know people's boundaries. So 2 cold coffee and warm hearts. Yep. There you go. Little Zen Crone got another subscriber. Cold coffee and hot popcorn.
Yeah.
Iced coffee. I've
never really got into iced coffee.
It used to be the only thing I drank until COVID, and I had to come up with a formula of coffee at home. And nothing I did made my cold coffee drink the way I liked it. So I found my chocolate orange coffee and the creamer that I like, and that's all I've been drinking. And now if I go to the coffee shop, unless I go to this little local mom and pop one, I can't get what I want.
Yeah.
So I don't.
I actually heard, and Jamie, you don't have to tell this, but I actually heard Jamie explain
My recipe.
her recipe. I mean, you know, it's like, oh my, yeah, it's like that long. So, you know, comment below, comment in the chat that you want to hear it. But okay, rephrase the question. Debbie Aquarius Al is here and said procrastination, although I am better than I used to be. I do feel that procrastination is not always laziness. Sometimes it is fear.
Yeah. I have to cuss to say mine, to answer mine.
Okay. And it's, say it again.
The question.
What's the question?
What would you say is your worst trait that you're aware of?
Go ahead, Jamie.
I'm fucking mean. In certain situations.
I love your honesty.
Well, in certain situations, I mean, in normal, like everyday life, I'm pretty sarcastic and silly and everything. I will turn everything into a funny, right? Everything. But when I'm at work and I'm the boss and so we went to a conference in October for veterinarians and staff, and I went to a lot of the practice manager classes on bullying and toxic environment and appropriate behavior. And I've changed a lot of things that I do based on those classes, because I realized that if we're in a high intense situation, which we are a lot because we do emergency medicine, and you don't listen and you don't do what you're told, I'm fucking mean. I'm not belittling. No, don't get me wrong. I don't personally attack somebody because I would never do that. That's wrong. But I'm like, get it done now. Stop what you're doing. Do what you're told. That kind of thing. So that's what I mean by fucking mean. I'm not disrespectful or, you know, personally attacking someone, because that's not who I am.
No. Jamie, if you order a product called Jot.
Yes, I know
Jot. You only
Jot.
need a teaspoon. Okay.
Yep, I know
It's
Jot.
really weird. I tend to get along with very well with mean people.
I have a whole crew. I have a core crew of people that I work with. One of our technicians, my doctor, who's my best friend, that we are exactly alike when it comes to stuff like that. Again, let me please stress, I am never belittling or harmful or something like that to someone that I work with, because we've been together a long time. I would never do that. Now I feel like I'm defending myself for being fucking mean.
No. Because, Kathy said, I'm mainly a positive person, but often leap to the worst case scenario, as I like to be prepared for the worst.
Yeah, that's
and Beth said,
though.
worst trait, I give advice rather freely. I guess it's a Virgo characteristics. I want to be helpful, and I'm pretty sure I have some answers.
I think it's a Taurus trait too, because I do that shit as well. It's like, Jamie, keep your mouth shut. They didn't ask for it. And I'm not saying that to you, Beth. I'm saying that to me.
No.
I'm not saying that to you.
Okay, so my worst trait, Richie, is that correct?
Yeah. That you're aware of.
That I'm aware of? I am vindictive as
AF.
Yes, and I have to say I've worked really hard on that. I've not had anything go on for probably a good 12 years, and I think it goes back to that time of where I was all good, Jamie. I think it goes back to that idea of is during the breakup, and it was like it became apparent of what the impact was rather than my intent. So I became very aware of it. So, and Beth sees me. You're as vindictive as a Scorpio. Well, surprise. I'm a doormat to giving, too scared. I hear you, Jamie. My crew always called me the parahedical.
Parahetic.
Paraheadache.
Paraheadache. And we do have the lovely Jen here. Hello,
Hi, Jen.
Inspirations Psychology with Jen. Lovely to
Can
see
I say
you.
something really quick?
Yes, you can say it really slowly too.
And Henry, I love you. Okay, go.
So,
I was going to say a new cup of tea arrived that was hot and delicious.
Oh, did you like poof that into existence?
My lovely husband.
Yeah.
Wow. And Zane says I'm petty of, I think that's
Petty
my worst
AF.
Yeah.
Petty AF. Oh, I can't see it. Okay.
I'll help.
So I thought you were going to say 12 hours, Gerald. I've not done that for 12 hours.
I thought he was going to say the same thing, Pamela.
So sometimes I have to be a high-riding bitch to survive. Sometimes being a bitch is a woman who has to hang on to. Well, see, Vera, Donovan, and here's the thing. I think, this is for entertainment purposes only. I think women get a bad rep when they know exactly what they want and they're assertive.
Mm-hmm.
They're called a bitch.
Yeah. Do you remember when we were doing stuff in the, like, this has been almost a couple of years ago, and so this is me personally, again, I'm not speaking to anybody in the chat. I'm just talking about myself. When I was a kid, this will be really personal and a downer, but whatever. We've done that. My dad was an alcoholic, and I was often his target. And I was very strong-minded in that I knew what I wanted and I knew what I didn't want, right? And my dad used to say that I was a bitch like my mom. So as I grew up, I do not accept nor do I appreciate anyone calling me a bitch, even myself. I mean, I will joke with Gerald and I'll joke with Zane because I've gotten comfortable with them with that. But if somebody comes at me and they call me a bitch, the gloves are off. It's not going to happen. I would rather you call me a cunt than a bitch.
I only save that for certain people.
Yeah, I know. But do you know what I'm saying? I mean,
I do. I completely understand. And okay, getting caught up. Yes, that was Vera from Dolores Claiborne.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Love you too, Queen Fuck. Yeah, miss you loads. Yeah, and Beth is right. Of course you do. Men are strong and show leadership skills. Women are bitches and have issues. That is not right. And let me tell you, some of the best people that I've worked with happen to be women, and they happen to be strong-willed, and they happen to give a fuck about the people who work for them, and they stand up and they do it. So
yeah,
it's all good.
Pamela, that would be one of those things that you work through. Oh no, you're fine, Liz. Really, honestly, I'm like I said, I'm referring to myself. But when you go through life and you learn to unpack your baggage and work, and you leave your baggage at the door so that you come in and you're not like a raging meanie to your husband or whatever. These are the things that I've worked through. And it's one of those things that's residual that has not left.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to use the word that's so popular right now because I don't like the word, but it's just, it hasn't left.
And I have to agree with Beth. Women, like many marginalized groups, need to take back that word. It was hurled at us as an insult, and now we take it back. I think words matter. Words completely matter.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Did you want to share, Richie, or is this too much for you?
No, that's fine.
I want your dirt. Give me.
I only have one bad trait, as you can imagine, because
I can't imagine you actually have a bad trait. But go on.
Practically perfect in every. No, and this was particularly when I was growing up as a kid. I really suffer from jealousy really badly.
Ah, okay.
And what's interesting, I've been doing a bit of workshopping about jealousy because part of the what's the deck we're doing, the Wildwood. one of the cards in that one is jealousy. I think it's the 3 of air. So I've been doing a bit of thinking about that, and it's been interesting because I've really raked over the past and thought about why we have jealousy and what purpose does jealousy solve. So I've been workshopping that and trying to get my head around that, because actually jealousy in itself is not a bad thing to actually have. It's what you do to
It's what you do with it.
What you do with it.
Yeah,
exactly.
it is what you do with it, and that's really important. Words matter. Science is real. Everything I learned from TarotStache. Well, let's just say this is was that a snort? Okay.
It was.
For entertainment purposes only, do not make decisions based upon what we say. Seek professional assistance. Really, Calla Lizzie. And Silky's right. Words are powerful and can damage for life.
Yeah.
And a lot of times what's challenging is when I learned that my intent is something, but the impact is different than my intent, that was like mind-blowing to me.
True.
I was trying to be helpful, and that's not how it came across. And for me to actually, years of therapy and working on that, it was like, I have to own that my intent may be from a frame of mind that is supportive, but the impact is very different.
Mm-hmm.
And Jen said, I was a very jealous child, especially when it came to my mom. Yeah, it's a beast of an emotion.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
It does make you see. A couple of times I've been in such a state where I haven't physically thought through my actions, and somebody's had to step in. They can almost see the green haze.
Wow.
And a couple of times it's like, yeah. But I'm aware of it, and so therefore I know again what to do to not let that happen. Step away from the Victorian.
Yeah. Oh, well, here. Know your limits.
Exactly.
There you go. So, all right.
Lovely. Next one, we're going to history, a bit of historic sort of section now. So I hope you're okay with that one, guys. My first question. Let me
get my Google ready.
Yeah, that's fine. Do you think you've had past lives?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Any more? Is that it?
We've had Jamie and I've had past lives together.
Have you been together? Oh, wow.
Yes.
That explains though what your bond on this one.
Yeah. And we've done some work on that. We have a deck that we use when we're reading for each other. So yeah, and it's like boom.
Good.
You weren't expecting it to be that clear, were you?
I knew you probably had an answer straight away to give on that one. But yeah, I didn't know you'd done so much work on it. Well done.
So what about you?
I think I have. I'm very susceptible in the past to hypnosis. Almost too suggestive by it all. So I tend to stay away from that. And I think when that's happened, I have regressed back. I think something to do with a policeman a Victorian policeman who was there when Emily Pankhurst and all the suffragettes were campaigning and chaining themselves up to the railings and things. So that's one of them. But I haven't delved too deep into that.
So there was a, I believe it was your live, Richie, in which you created a card that had a warrior figure. And wasn't it, Gerald? Because I was texting you during that live saying, look, it's you. It's the one, the guy down below me. I'm on the horse. You're down. That's you. You have that card, Richie.
It's Tuna. Is it in the Summer Lenormand?
No.
Or
no,
is it
not.
Okay? We'll have to look at it.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was you.
I have to go back and check my messages, Jamie.
I remember what you were saying.
No, it was me and Gerald messaging.
She was texting me. She was messaging
I don't think
me.
I ever said anything to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jamie, what
Okay.
else did you want to say about, was that what you wanted to say about the past life?
Yes.
Okay. I want to get caught up on chat,
Yes, of
and
course.
because Silky said I walk away I walk away too easily from situations instead of seeing them through. I understand that, and that's definitely a process. I always thought so, but never got the Queen of Sheba or anything, just ordinary people. Ordinary people are incredible.
Important. They're important.
Yes, yes. Past lives, sometimes I get flashes of them, but I've also had psychics confirm one of them independently. And Beth asked, Ritchie, did you arrest me when I was trying to get the vote, you bastard?
Possibly.
Yeah. And Jonathan said Betsy, and he have it was the one that AI created for my birthday.
Yes.
Oh.
That's the one.
Good memory.
Well remembered.
Yeah.
That's the one.
So,
Thank you, Debbie.
And Jen said I was some type of sea captain or explorer, and I definitely drowned in a past life.
Ooh.
And Kathy Tortoiseshell Moon said I never used to think so, but for as long as I can remember, I've had an equal aversion yet fascination to ancient Egypt, which makes me wonder. I don't think I was Cleopatra or anything. Okay. Yeah.
I like that.
All right, Ritchie.
Okay,
Good
next
question.
one called, I'm titling it Historical Horrific Occupations. Okay. And I'm going to give you 4 occupations from the past, and you've got to decide which one you would have done. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So the first is a pirate. Would you have been a pirate? Would you have been like a smuggler in the 17th century, bringing in contraband? A grave robber, so stealing the bodies of the dead? Or would you have been a highwayman? Now, I wasn't sure whether you'd know what a highwayman was.
Oh, yeah.
So I brought in a prop. Look at him. This is Little Richard.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh, that's there we go. I'm just picturing Little Richard, and you know.
Can I quantify, clarify?
Yeah.
I would say highwayman, with the exception of I'm taking from people who won't give.
Oh, right.
I would have been a grave robber.
You dirty whore.
Why? Can you explain why?
Because nobody else would want to do it.
Oh, yeah.
Good answer.
And I would be good at it. I mean, I would be good at it. I can be invisible. I can be invisible if I want. Yes.
I can imagine you in one of those kind of dark hats, like a top hat, something like that, Gerald, hanging around graveyards in misty London.
And totally, I mean, if you need it, I could find it for you.
I could see him totally dressed to the nines, Ritchie, and going and doing his thing. Yes. Totally to the nines.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
What about you? You're a Little Richard or a Little Richie?
Little Richard.
Okay.
I would definitely be a highwayman because I get seasick, so I couldn't be a pirate. I'd quite fancy the pirate life, but just being on board a ship with scurvy and rickets and all that stuff doesn't sound much fun. Grave bodies, I can't do dead bodies, so no. Smuggling, again, it's no, I'd have to be a highwayman. It's much more romantic, sort of sitting in inns and riding horses at midnight across a moonlit place and hiding.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's in the moonlight. How romantic is that? I mean, a grave robber. So Silky said we are all ordinary people with a kink for tarot. I had to show that. I mean, and pirate, if they would let women actually be a pirate.
Women were pirates.
They would, if that's what you chose.
Yeah. Yep. There's a couple of famous female pirates. Yeah.
Yep. High women, no sickness. Yep. Little Richard for the snort. That's right. You need a hand. I do you have a handlebar mustache you could put on that? So
He's looking
There
at
you
you,
go.
Gerald.
I probably have a hat like that. Inspiration psychology with Jen said grave robber because dead bodies fascinate me. They also don't talk back.
No.
Jamie, like taking from the rich and giving to the poor. Jamie Hood.
I like
Sure.
that
Wouldn't have to be necessarily the rich, though.
Yeah, I love it. Archaeologist. Stand and deliver.
one.
Nice.
Adam
Good
Ant.
reference.
Many ants.
Good
I love
reference.
them.
In Coyote the Grey, grave robber, less confrontation plus necromancy.
Sure.
Pirates, love the ocean. They didn't give that option, Jonathan, to archaeologist. And so many poems written about the
Yeah.
highwaymen.
Mm-hmm.
Love
And
it.
so many, excuse me, is the correct term erotica about highwaymen?
I don't think it's like bodice busters, they're called, aren't they? There's kind of
Bodice busters,
bodice busters, yeah.
you know, pants rippers. I
Yeah.
mean, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
What
I just
channel
got
am I on?
Hustling in haystacks and kind of things like that, and escaping out the window.
Welcome to the inspirational and educational show. It's back and forth with Jamie and Gerald. Oh, here you go. Historically, women were not allowed to remain on ships once they set sail.
Superstition. Mm-hmm. Bad luck.
Well, okay. Bodice rippers. Stevie Nicks' song about the highwaymen is a good one. And Joe's back. Excuse me? Welcome, Joe. Glad to have you here. Sip, sip.
Okay.
All right.
So the next question is actually my husband Peter wanted to ask it, so I'm asking it on his behalf, and I think it's a fantastic question. So here we go.
We're 37 minutes in.
Which interior design or design in history is your favorite? So what is your interior design style? Or which period of history of design would you like to decorate or live in?
Ooh.
Wow. I am a big fan of the salons where you would go in and there would be floor to ceiling paintings. That I love. I really like that.
If my husband were not a minimalist, being a black belt, it definitely shows you who he is. He's very minimalist. My house would be Victorian. I would have juxtaposed patterns, prints. American Gothic.
I kind of took all that wallpaper off my walls when I moved into this Victorian.
I don't know that wallpaper. Well, I don't know. The touchy-feely wallpaper that they had.
Yeah. Wasn't it made of arsenic, some of it? I think.
Yeah.
Probably everything was.
Yeah.
Oh, but I love and Jeffrey and I have a similar approach. We like the industrial look, the wood and the metal. And so of course we live in a Victorian, Queen Anne Victorian house. So I don't necessarily pay attention to what the building should be. I pay attention for what the building wants to be with us in it.
I would also have, time period would be rustic Western. I used to be a little cowgirl. I used to be a horsey person. I used to train and ride and all that good jazz. And I would have the big leather overstuffed couches and kind of the native influence in my house. That's what my brother's house is like. His wife is Navajo, and they have a mixture of American West with her history and her ancestry. So
Mhm.
it's really pretty, not overdone. Sometimes that stuff can be like really overdone, but
Yeah.
I would have that kind of rustic, kick your boots off kind of thing.
Mhm.
Again, doesn't match with Mr. Karate.
Yeah, no.
Too much.
Hi, Viviani.
Hi, Viviani.
Hey.
So
If it was green, it was arsenic.
Yeah, that's right.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I've got
So-
two answers. I've got my answer and I've got Peter's answer.
Cool. Nice.
Nice. Good.
So Peter, well, I think we would both live in an Art Deco style because I like the clean lines
Mhm.
and the metal, the chrome, and the
Mhm.
simplicity of it all.
Okay.
Mhm.
But Peter is a massive fan of the 1970s. So anything that's those browns and beiges and oranges,
Avocado.
Yeah.
Yeah. He would like to do the house out like that, I think. So yeah.
Nice.
Interesting.
It's a fun question.
I like that one. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you,
Very
Peter.
much so. Thank you. That was fun.
Wow.
Okay. Do you want to next one?
Yes.
Go for it.
Okay.
Debbie doesn't agree. Debbie said the 70s decor. Blah.
Oh, I mean, most people are like that. It's probably because most of us kind of remember it roughly in the back of our minds, or we've moved into places
Mhm.
that have. But in probably 10, 15 years' time, it's going to become fashionable again, isn't
It's
it?
already fashionable.
Oh, is
You
it?
can
Oh,
see
there
them
we go.
using it. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Okay. The next one is, which historical music concert do you wish you had attended? So which music concert in the past did you miss and wish that you'd gone to?
Oh, Lord.
Wow. I mean, I'm not going to say Woodstock. I'm not going to say Woodstock.
No.
I mean, what? Did you just throw up a little bit?
I did. Sorry.
Okay.
Too many people. Too much mud. Too much.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say that.
The toilets would have been horrible.
Ugh.
I would have enjoyed seeing Live Aid
Mhm.
in person. That's a whole lot of people, but
Yeah, but holy shit.
Oh yeah. I am thinking Queen at Live Aid.
So
Grateful Dead.
Yeah, I would agree with the Live Aid comment, but I would also, so I'm going to just take it a little step further. So I left Germany. So when I lived in Germany up until I was 19, we had a thing that when we went into the DDR, we had a placard that was in English and Russian and German. And basically if we were approached by anyone, especially military, we were to hold the placard up that basically said, "This is who I am. I can't speak to you," that kind of thing.
Mhm.
So it's not like it is now. So if you were to ask me where you were born, I was born in West Germany. Okay. That's not common now. You were just born in Germany, what region kind of thing. But I would combine the music that was there at the taking down of the wall.
Oh, yeah.
That is an event that I wish because I didn't miss it by much. I wish I had been there for, because it was such a huge part of my life. We had the concept of terrorism before we had that word, right?
Mhm.
And it had a lot to do with the East and West and that struggle and stuff. So I would combine the music festivals and things that went on when that came down.
Wow.
That's my answer. And you?
I wish I had seen the Blonde Ambition tour, Madonna. The reason being is that I loved Madonna up to a certain point. I'm not such a big fan of her in the later stuff. But Blonde Ambition was my era. And also I loved the film Truth or Dare as well. I used to watch it like 3 or 4 times a week. I was absolutely just infatuated by it. I've been lucky enough to see Madonna several times, but not actually that concert itself. So I saw her in True Blue, and I saw her in another one, but I would like to have seen all the sets and the costumes.
So you're telling me that I should never break out my crew backstage pass for that time period? Is that what you're telling me? Oh wait, is that a cloud? Oh wait, I see the cloud.
Go ahead, Richie.
One of my friends.
Hang on, Nita.
Yeah. So one of my friends is an actress. Well, she calls herself an actor. She doesn't go with the male-female part of it. She's an actor, and she was light crew for it when it came through the Arcata, California area at that time. And so I got memorabilia and stuff as a byproduct of being in her sphere. We're still really, really close, but we were very young. But yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, sorry.
Amazing.
There's some really, really wonderful comments. Joe brought up Prince Purple Rain concert. And so Lynn, we need to talk. You had tickets to Fleetwood Mac, but went to a 40th high school reunion.
That's tough.
Priorities. Free Nelson Mandela concert.
Ooh, The Who. Yeah.
Yeah. The Who, Tommy, live. Yep. So, Euphoria. So, okay. What a good question.
Right.
I don't think he's over my answer yet.
No, I'm not.
No, I mean, I'm like going, I'm going to take a sip so that Richie can, figure out how to sneak over and steal that memorabilia while you were asleep.
I would have to find it too. It's in a
moving swiftly on. Okay, what's your favorite incense smell, and which crystal do you work with regularly?
Oh, okay.
I like frankincense. It's my go-to. And I work with quartz crystals mostly. And I work, it's like when I do readings, I will wear a smoky quartz necklace. And I also regularly wear a blue loose agate. Blue loose agate. You heard it here first. Blue lace agate.
Yep.
One of them too.
There you go. Yes.
So I am a big agate fan because in Oregon we have lots of agate to find on the beaches and stuff. But this is my smoky quartz flame, which I am a smoky quartz person. She sits right over there and is usually within reach of touch. She's very cold today, which is interesting. I have a rather large flower agate as well.
It's beautiful.
That sits with me. So those would be, I would say this, any given moment I would have a smoky quartz either in my pocket or around. How's that?
Right.
Not the only one, but
Yeah.
What about incense? Do you use incense much?
So I do have incense back there. I like frankincense. I do like a little bit of sandalwood. I don't typically, if I burn incense, I've got to have this big window open and my door closed because I have birds, and you just, with itty bitty lungs, you don't burn things. So I use a lot of Florida water, which is one of my favorite smells. And
I love Florida water. Yeah. It's good.
Yeah, and I will do a candle if we do like Sacred Circle or something like that. But generally nothing with smell because of my birds.
Oh, surprise! Jen likes mookaite.
Really?
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 I would never guess that.
Surprise. What about you, sir?
Well, what do you reckon my crystal would be?
I don't know. I mean, do you have any labradorite?
I do, but actually, if I'm honest,
Yeah.
I have oodles of lab, but it just sits there. I don't actually use it. It's pretty. I love it to look at and touch. But the stone that I actually carry around with me regularly and I take to work is howlite.
Oh.
Oh, interesting. And
I
why
would
do you carry howlite around?
Because it's very calming, particularly when it's in my pocket and I'm getting a little bit uptight with perhaps a 13-year-old student, and I can simply just put my hands in my pocket and just kind of clutch the howlite and go breathing out, and that's how we deal with it. So, and just having it around just makes it really calmer.
That's
and
nice.
just
Okay.
So,
I like that.
What about your sniffer?
Dragon's blood.
Oh, I like that. I like that smell.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something about that takes me back to being a student again as well. I'm not very good with nag champa. Basically, it makes me feel a bit ill and a bit heady. So I like something that's a bit fresher, less.
I have some resin pots in that. Yeah. Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Lovely.
Yeah. That's
like
incredible.
Awesome.
Lovely.
Right. If you could have a tree planted to represent your life, what tree would it be?
Probably an oak leaf. I mean, an oak. An oak
tree.
because I have an oak leaf tattoo.
Do you?
Yes.
That's something for the after show party.
Yes. I will not be, I will not be standing up to show, my leg.
So my immediate thought was oak tree, but that would be no, it'd probably be a ginormous weeping willow. They are beautiful. They smell good. They're a fucking mess. But they have a uniformity and an organization about them that I kind of get. The other one would be a hawthorn in that they're sappy and pink.
And the insects love them, don't they?
Yes. There you go.
There you go. What more reason?
There's I've been popping up there. We have a coffee tree, maple, sweet on the inside, Lisa Rhodes said. Fruit tree, something like that. Nice.
There's two. I'm going to have to pick two because in Glastonbury Abbey, I fell in love with this tree called a copper beech, which is a beech tree with, it goes like chocolatey brown, the leaves. I'd just love to have my ashes scattered under a tree like that. But the tree that I am most fixated with is a monkey puzzle tree, and I can't remember what its Latin name is, but it does represent my.
They're the ones that are like.
They grow up. They're very spiky. It's almost like a succulent.
Wow.
But they have really curved up monkey's tails. They come from South America, I think that's where they come from. But I just love them because it just reminds me of my brain. It's kind of all over the place and slightly spiky. It looks nice from a distance, and you get up close and you realize it's got a point to it.
You're gonna poke someone with your wit.
Yeah.
Robin is here. Toadstool Tarot is back in action.
Hey.
So, actually, I have a coffee tree in my yard, but I've never done anything with the beans. So, love monkey puzzle trees, Kathy says.
There you go.
That's cool.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The next one's a bit sad, but bear with it, because what would you like your last words to be?
What would I want my last words to be? Wow. Overthinking this. I was enough. I like that. All done.
All done.
Yeah.
I would have thank you and good night.
Nice.
Thank you and good night. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So,
It's
yeah, Joe's like, what? You got to peace out. I love you all forever. Hopefully my kids can hear that. I will always be with you.
Mm-hmm.
I told you I was ill.
Shit.
You know, and I, you know, part of me said, here, pull my finger. Jonathan's like, see you on the other side.
Yeah. Nice.
I use that expression though on the daily. See you on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bim said, I'd want my last words to be for my family is I will always love you. Yep.
Mm-hmm. What about you?
Yep.
I would say thank you. Yeah, thank you. Good night.
Okay, thank you. Good night. You did say that. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got caught up in all of this over here.
Yeah. I didn't actually think about it till today when I wrote the question down. Oh, that's quite. Yeah, I'm assuming, of course, there's somebody there, you know, writing your biography. You know, catching your last word. Yeah.
Right.
Next question is a little bit lighter. I thought I'd lighten the mood here. So you're both very good friends, and as we found out on more than one plane today, we've been in the past. So you are both starring in a live action movie about Bert and Ernie. Who plays who?
I'm Ernie.
Yep.
Do you agree with that one, Jamie?
Yep.
You're happy to take the Bert role?
Sure.
There you go. That was straightforward. No arguments? No, I don't think so.
No, yeah, we're all like, yeah, okay.
Okay, I'm going to extend it out then. Which member of the Scooby-Doo gang would you be if you could be?
Oh. If I could be, I am Thelma, but I'll go with Daphne.
I love that.
Yeah.
Gerald?
Row, Raggy.
Okay, got another snort. We're only at 4 snorts. Okay,
I'm not doing very well.
we're only at 4. I want to be Thelma.
I could see you as Thelma. Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, Lisa thinks, you know, Gerald Scooby and Jamie Thelma.
Yeah.
So.
What about me? What do you think I would be?
Go ahead, Jamie. I'm drinking.
Daphne.
There's another one.
That was actually 2. The first one, you know. So
I would
we're
say
up to
Shaggy,
6 now.
but as a joke, Daphne. But I would say Shaggy.
Shaggy could work.
Shaggy. Okay. I'd quite like to be Fred. I always thought he had a really snappy dress sense with that scarf around his neck.
Well,
Oh, I should
yes,
have
but
fucking known the scarf would factor in. Oh,
White
piss.
jumper, blue shirt, the red scarf,
Yes,
the blonde
yes.
hair, you know.
so the next
I
time you
should've
see us,
fucking
we're going to
known.
dress up as these characters. Not.
I
Oh
should
my
have known.
God.
Scarf should have given it away. Good lord.
Yeah. Oh, see, Fred is Gerald.
Mm-mm.
Just trying to butter me up.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
No, Velma.
Love you, Joe, but no.
Or possibly Scooby. I don't know.
Scrappy. I'd be Scrappy too. I'm the
Yeah.
younger one.
Oh, I'm a bit hot now.
We're not answering questions today. Info Entertainment 999. So
okay. Who do you think the worst person would be to be stuck in a lift or an elevator with?
Oh, gosh.
Anyone you like.
Oh, I can answer it. But
Alive or dead?
oh.
alive that I wish were dead.
You can have that if you want to. Yeah.
Okay, wait. How about alive that I will kill if I'm trapped with him in an elevator?
I suppose that would make them the worst person to be stuck in a lift with, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's exactly right, Joe. Hello.
There you go, Joe.
I don't
I'm
even
not
have
saying
to
that
say
word.
it. Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
What
Here we
about
go.
you, Richie?
Ed Sheeran.
Who was that?
Ed Sheeran, the singer.
Oh, snap. You don't want him to sing you through it?
Similar, some of this. I tell you why, because there's two things that could happen in that scenario. He would either have to talk to you, and if you've ever heard Ed Sheeran talk, that wouldn't be pleasant. Or he'd have to sing at you,
He would
which
sing the
again
whole time.
is something I would not appreciate. I would be getting those doors open as quick as I possibly could. Sorry to any Ed Sheeran fans that watch.
Breaking his guitar or ukulele over his head. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And please show your support to Longman Tarot. Please like and subscribe. His channel is linked below.
Sorry, Ed, if you're watching.
There you go. Ed, if you would like to come on and ask us, to participate in the back and forth, have your people contact my people.
And I was gonna say, honestly, I was going to say the current Madonna. So there you go.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't think her ego would fit through the door, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Gerald, have you answered? Did you give us an answer? Oh, you did.
I did. Yes, I referenced Joe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we were both the same. Got it.
Okay.
Yep.
So we talked the other day on our Laugh and Learn or Laugh video that we did about which tarot card we would add to the deck.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Which card would you get rid of, and why?
Oh.
You can get rid of one card.
Oh, I know what. I know.
Oh, you go.
So I'm going to reframe it a little because I wouldn't get rid of it. I would never allow it. And that would be the pregnant empress, because I think it degrades the power of that card in making her only that. She is so much more than that. She is amazing and full and can nurture, but also rules with her emperor, the whole nine. I just would never ever allow anybody to put a pregnant empress in front of me again.
I hear you.
And I would not want a Hierophant to have a Pope's mitre hat on. The Pope's hat.
Oh.
Let's remove the religion out of it and move it into a slightly different context.
So you get rid of or change the Hierophant.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
That's a 5 of coins. That's interesting. That's
5
interesting.
of coins, that's interesting.
I find that very interesting.
I've actually got an answer. I didn't think about this one. I would have to.
Ooh.
I might get rid of judgment, actually.
And replace it with what?
I wouldn't replace it.
No.
Why? Is it too close to justice?
It's a bit, yeah. It's a bit. I don't know. Actually, judgment and justice, one of them would have to go. I think I'd get rid of judgment because, yeah, it's closer to justice. I like the idea of justice and everything that it can bring in or take out.
Yeah.
But judgment is a bit, particularly the image. I just think the image does no.
Yeah, there is a deck that I recently got, which I won't mention, and the judgment card in there is super duper. Did I say super duper? Super duper religious. And I can get past it only for the simple fact that, you know, I can look at it and turn it into a different kind of scene in, you know, but on first look through the deck, I actually went, oh, no, because the rest of it is so beautiful. I mean, and the card is beautiful, but I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Really? Really? You know, and it's a
share that with me. I want to know now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's for the after show.
After show.
Yeah.
Got lots to do
the
in the
after show.
Yeah. I'll find it while we're sitting here.
I love it. Oh, Jamie, that's disappointing that you're not telling. You know, and Joe said the name devil. Robin would take religion out of the deck, particularly the Ace of Cups. So, hey, Manic Mouth 420.
I don't know how I feel about the Two of Swords sometimes. I'd quite like to get rid of that one.
Why?
It's just a bit of a meh card. It kind of makes me feel a bit. I have trouble with it. I've got a bit of a mental block on it, I suppose.
Feels like you're at a stalemate and you don't know which decision to make.
It feels like I've got two swords like this and I just don't know.
Yeah, so you're not making any action at all. I love it. Yeah. Me.
Yeah.
Oh. No, the card, as she described it, was disappointing for her. Okay.
That's how I took it, Liz. Gerald kind of took it in a different way, but that's how I took it.
Imagine that. I took it in a different way. This is TarotStache. Please like and subscribe to my channel. It's free.
Meh.
Okay, ready for one more?
Absolutely.
Of course.
What's your favorite part of your body?
Oh, okay. Brown chicken, brown cow.
I like my mouth. It is small with a huge tongue. And great things come out of it. You are not getting me to say anything else.
No, yeah, we realize that. Thanks for playing.
That's the point. Why do you think I have tiny hands? They make everything look bigger, including my tongue.
If only you could get your tiny hands out now, you'd show, but you can't because you made a promise.
I made a promise. We got eyes.
My feet.
Not my eyes, my brain. Oh, Jamie likes your feet?
I like my hands too. I have pretty hands. I have pretty feet. And my dad would say, well, I paid for them. I was born with my feet facing each other. And when I was a little girl, they had to break my legs. And then they casted me. And then after that, I was in a metal brace for a long time. So I was a little kid that toddled along with the brace bar. And my mom said that she it was always an amusing story for her because she would describe me having a little fit of rage and chucking her under the chin with the bar.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then I had saddle shoes, orthopedic shoes. They looked like little saddle cheerleader shoes for a very long time, and I hated them, and I like them now.
I did not know that, Jamie, because I actually had a brace on my feet.
Did you?
As
It
a
does
kid,
not surprise
yeah.
me.
They didn't break
Yeah.
them, but they
Mhm.
were trying to get them to go out.
Yeah, I remember.
I remember.
So you know that I'm doing this little memory project and stuff. So when I say I remember, with the memory project, it's not possible, but my memory is of I remember the casts.
Yeah.
I do remember the toddling and the bar, but I definitely know that I had the shoes because I had to go get in and get fitted for them, and I had to go to a certain doctor and stuff like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you, sir, are you going to say something about tiny hands and precious parts? Thank you.
I've just got great legs and I love them.
Oh.
Right the
Very
way
nice.
up, right the length.
They go all the way up?
They go all the way up, yeah. And all the way down. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
I have another Peter question.
Bump. Sorry.
That was a half a snort, but I'm counting it.
Oh, Lord.
Do you want to have a look at other people's comments before we go there?
Toes, skin, taste
no.
buds, eyes, because I see all. Can't argue with that. There you go. Eyes. I made Jen smack her forehead. Not my eyes, my brain most of the time. So, and people compliment me on my muscular calves, but I just call them cows. Aw.
So Peter wanted to know, because Peter is a massive Taylor Swift fan. Are you familiar with the work of Taylor Swift, Gerald?
Probably not as much as I need to be.
Well, he's asking what Taylor Swift song best describes you. And if you don't know, that's fine.
I don't know. I'm going to have to bow this one out. And Zane has posted My Queen. Are they called Swifties?
Yeah,
is that what they're called?
Okay. They are.
Jamie's looking up all of the. She's looking up all of the.
No, I just because it's kind of tough because she's a. Yeah. Okay. There would be three, and they're all three funny. I knew you were trouble.
Yes.
Look what you made me do. Blank space. I like Taylor Swift about as much as you like Ed.
Okay. Well, thank you for answering that one because, you know.
It was funny. I know her songs. I like Shake It Off too. That's really cute. But if you,
yeah, I would probably have Shake It Up or Look What You Made Me Do.
My personal, if I'm sure you have The Rock doing Shake It Off.
No, I haven't seen that.
Oh, look it up. Oh my God. It's so fantastic. Yeah, no, he does a great lip sync to Shake It Off on what is it, Lip Sync Battle or whatever, but you can look it up on YouTube. It's pretty cute.
Oh, I'll definitely catch that one then.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just looking to see if we've done all our questions. I'll see if I've got one.
I think you have one more.
I've got one more.
Strong businesswoman. I admire that.
Absolutely.
Sure.
And Pamela Batcher said, I prefer Lizzo. And I heard my first Lizzo song about 3 weeks ago.
Oh.
I'm totally square.
Okay, I've got a question because we all wear glasses here.
Yeah.
Would you ever consider having corrective surgery done on your eyes, or would you consider having something else corrected on your body that you're not happy with?
No.
No.
No. I first of all, one of my biggest fears is to go blind. So anytime you mess with my eyes, that always scares me. And you know, my body's okay. I like my body.
So I am I'm a runner. I have many pairs of sunglasses that I run in. My favorite set is a bubble gum lens color white Oakley. Okay, so the color of the lens is beautiful. I would, if I could, because I cannot. If I take my glasses off, I don't want to claim that I'm blind, because I know people who are blind and that's nothing to joke about. So I'm not joking, but I legit don't see very well at all without my glasses. And so corrective, any kind of vision correction isn't a possibility because of how my eyes are. But if I could, oh, fucking in a heartbeat, because I would love to wear my Oakley bubblegums without contacts. I hate my contacts. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. Yet I love them because they allow me to wear my beautiful sunglasses that I paid $1 million for to run in them. So it's this, right? Find your balance.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
I wouldn't, because although I can't see very well without my glasses, I can see okay. I mean, it's a bit like being in a fishbowl, and I don't like being in a fishbowl. No. However, I noticed that as soon as I got glasses, I got a lot more confident in public speaking.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So actually, I would be worried by losing my glasses, my confidence wouldn't be quite as...
It actually kind of makes sense to me, because you're seeing your world and you're not missing things.
And then I know there's an actual physical barrier between what I'm seeing and
you're back here and you're safe. And
I couldn't wear. I've tried to wear contact lenses, and the actual thought of physically having to touch your eyeball makes me want to heave.
I tried wearing contacts and I couldn't do it.
No,
I only do it for running. That's it.
And then I get a protein buildup on them, and so it just makes it uncomfortable. It's like,
So I've got one final question.
Okay,
that's okay. And we're going back to our history, and it's one we probably talked about before, Gerald, I seem to think. But I'm going to ask you this: if you could live in a different period of history, and you could just be in it for a week, you don't have to live in it permanently, but go and visit it for a week or a month, perhaps. What period of history and where in the world would you visit?
Can I choose who I would be too? Okay.
Go. Am I going first? Did Richie?
You don't have to. I was just being polite.
No.
I would be. I wouldn't be there for very long because it was a brutal time period. I actually, well, he was there, I know. But anyway, I would be Joan of Arc's page. That's who I would be. That's where I would go.
That's fascinating.
Bit of history. Did you remember what I said, Richie?
Well, I think we were talking about, I can't remember, but I think we were talking about you would go into the future.
I would go into the future, but I also think I would want to hang out with Michelangelo for a week.
Oh, I think you'd get on really well with Michelangelo.
So, but
on your back looking at the sky.
He could paint you. I'm sure he could paint you with some grapes. Or was that Da Vinci? I can never. You could have an enigmatic smile that would fox the world for forever, couldn't you?
That would be Da Vinci. Michelangelo would do a sculpture of me. Yeah. It would have to be hands-on, so he could get everything correct. So I love it. No, Betsy Ross. No, Betsy Ross. Yeah. The Library of Alexandria, yes. Oh my gosh.
Okay. And
I kind of talked about this on Robin's live yesterday. I think I'd want to go to somewhere like ancient Rome or ancient Greece back in the heyday of the fabulousness of it all, just to experience what it was like and to, and to be well off, not just be sort of a slave or something like that in the background or somebody
be able to wear skirts in public.
Yeah, wear a nice toga. I'd quite like to go to a sort of big Roman bath or a temple or see all those sights. I'd like that, but just for a little while. It's not forever. Yeah.
We watched not to take it off of what you're talking about. When you mentioned the baths, though, so we watched a really good newer documentary about how Machu Picchu came to be. And how it was built and stuff, and the water system that they had. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
We were gobsmacked. Okay. It was crazy because it ran all the way across and then down to all the little places for people to get there. It's crazy. Anyway.
Incredible, isn't it? Absolutely. Just aqueduct water in and.
Yeah. And
I love it. I see Ritchie as Caesar in a Carry On movie.
Oh yeah, well, who was it played? Kenneth Williams, the actor, played him in Carry On Cleo. They did a sort of Egyptian and assassination of Rome. So, yeah. Thank you, Robin. I'm going to play that as a compliment. Thank you.
I need to finish watching the Carry On films. It was Ben who introduced me to those, and then that's just been fun. So, oh my gosh.
Oh.
So,
I'm done with the questions.
Okay. Jamie, what do you have coming up on your channel?
Back and forth next Tuesday, or no, at Deck Casual next Tuesday. Not on my channel.
That's on my channel.
I know. I'm co-oping. Shut up.
Co-oping. I love it. Yes, next Tuesday at this time, Deck Casual for the summer Lenormand, created by Ritchie, Longman Tarot. Boom. So, and then next Monday I have Jane the Seeker and Robin Toadstool Tarot at 2 p.m. Eastern. We're going to do readings together.
Oh.
So there you go.
Exciting.
Lisa is here. Hello, Lisa. What about you, Ritchie? What do you got going on?
Thursday, very exciting. I'm with the lovely Chris, Elemental Cartomancy.
My Chris.
He's finally, after 2.5 years, got me to do a roundtable reading. So
nice.
So I'm looking forward to that. Oh, he's gone. Oh, he's back.
Ooh.
Oh, hello.
He kicked himself out.
So
we got so excited.
Me and little Richard will be there, watching.
And I was wondering, and it's like going, will that really happen? Because the other 15 times someone has been sick.
What do you mean?
It's been plague, locusts, boils. We've had the lot.
Yeah,
that's funny.
But all right. Thank you very much, Ritchie. This has been delightful.
It's been a lot of fun. Thank you.
Thank you.
This has been very fun. And then actually on next Tuesday at 11, I'm with Purple Elephant Deb H, and we're doing readings because I can't get enough of readings. So there you go. It has been fun. So
so can I ask a question really quick?
Yes.
Tortoiseshell Moon, is that Kathy?
Yes, that is Kathy.
Okay. I remember it. Okay, cool.
And if I remember correctly, it's Cathy.
Yeah.
So,
gotcha.
And Chris is putting Ritchie on Lazy Susan for the round table.
I'm saying nothing.
Yeah. Pia, thank you for being here. Lynn, thank you for being here. Pamela Batchelor, contact me for, a time perhaps in April for a back and forth. And I know, you could do it without your face on there. It'd be all good. And it is Kathy.
Cool.
So,
thank you.
all right. Yes. And they're great questions.
Thank you.
Very much so. That's fun.
All right. Well, I'm going to send us off. Everybody who's watching this, please like and subscribe. And we had 9 snorts for this one. So, boom.
Nicely done.
Is that average?
No.
That's pretty good. That's high average, I'll say.
Really?
You're above average, Ritchie.
I've been told that.
Oh, on that note, bye.
Thank you.